Damn. Fuck.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Brady. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brady going to throw. He'll get this to Ward. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
40-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamie Collins. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Chip.
today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Stills complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the Dolphins.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they will throw him with Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Tua to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3.
Dolphins 3, Colts nothing.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
More down, a return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
They'll come out with a 3-tight-end look on the first play of the drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Hines. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Hines, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 13.
To throw on 2nd down. Man, flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's got a 1st down and then some to midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. The middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. It's a 10-2. We'll step aside. There, that delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. They run with Hines, and he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. They'll run for it with Hines, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they give this time to the tailback.
Another carry for the running.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Hines, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Gain on the play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. In Orlando, Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
That ties the game at 3-3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And you know, listen, there's two ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Maybe he hits him in stride. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
To Mike Gesicki.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and 4. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Out route incomplete. It's Holloway. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Looking to pass. Tua. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's the first of 2 games here on this wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. Meanwhile, it's been as tight as we expected our game to be, all even at the half. Who will go on to the divisional round? We'll find out as we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Stiffer challenge now, 1st and 15 following the delay of game. This is Hines. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Man. And for the right side here, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. But it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Here's Hines. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ball carrier. Jerome Baker in on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down. Man rolling to his right. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Hurst. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 9. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On third down, Hurst. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looking well, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Colts have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On play action, here's Tua. To the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And he'll get get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
5-yard pickup.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Two and now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that will be incomplete as well. But right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll give it here to his running back. That heavy crowd well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, man. Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. separating from the gun. Man, he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock. Frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Palardy now on the punt as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs and mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield to get your team in position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 11-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down now. Hurst. And he's got room. And he's got daylight. That's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 89 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. Lots will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard.
So Tua and the Dolphins down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute 50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. first down. Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked it.
Well, yeah, whether it's a truth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it'll be second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. Thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 20.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. Bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. Touchdown. the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25.
And out come the Dolphins now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Tua. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Miami. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be taken at the 13. A nice run back there off the good punt, and it's a 16-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Well, the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.